AITA for being honest with another mom about why my daughter isn't allowed to go to her friend's house. I really need an outside opinion because my family tell me I'm right, but they also don't have to deal with the awkwardness here. I have a daughter, Elena, who is 13. Elena has a friend called Kennedy, who is new at school this year. Kennedy's mom works in the school office. So our house is kind of the house. Elena doesn't have a big group of friends, but as long as the kids can get their own snacks and not make noise, anyone's welcome. Because of this, Elena never really goes to anyone else's house. All her friends come to us. We've even hosted her friends' birthday sleepovers. A couple of weeks ago, though, Elena asked if she could sleep over at Kennedy's house as the next day was a family party and Kennedy had been allowed to invite a friend. I said sure. Again, her mom works in the school office. Whenever she's come to pick Kennedy up, she's been polite. I didn't see an issue. But when I went to drop Elena off, my opinion changed. Kennedy's stepdad is the one who answered the door, and I'm not kidding when I say I haven't never felt so immediately disturbed by a person. I can't even explain why. My stomach just lurched. I immediately felt like I needed to hold some kind of conversation with him so that I could at least get a better read on him. I made some small talk on the porch, during which he proceeded to open an alcoholic drink and flirtatiously not believe I was old enough to have a teenage daughter. He also demanded in front of me that Kennedy change her clothes because she was wearing her own house. Kennedy's mom came home while I was on the porch, which made me feel slightly better, so I left, but when I got home I told my husband he was going to pick Elena up this evening because she was not spending the night there. We made an excuse about a forgotten plan for the next day and fetched Elena before dinner. I don't care if everyone thinks I'm crazy or judges me for not letting her stay on no evidence. I grew up where if you had a feeling, you followed it. My husband agreed with me that Elena wouldn't be going over there again. So last week, I was at school pickup and bumped into the mom of one of Elena's other friends, who I'm casual friends with. She mentioned she hadn't seen Elena at Kennedy's that Sunday at the party. I said no, Elena hadn't slept over. My friend asked if it was because of anything in particular, and I was honest, and said I just don't want her going over there, because the stepdad gives me the creeps. I told my friend about the interaction, and she thanked me for telling her, and said she'd probably do the same as me. I thought nothing more of it. It didn't come up again. Except yesterday, at school pickup, Kennedy's mom came outside and confronted me. She said another mom was now not letting her daughter come over because of males in the house without the mother home, and that she knows it was my fault because I was the one who met her husband. She said she knows I lied to pick Elena up early. She accused me of being a snob because Kennedy is at the school on free tuition and of judging her family based on where they live. None of that is true, but there was no convincing her. I guess I didn't adequately defend myself because firstly I was in public and didn't want a scene, and second because being a snob probably sounded better than your husband seems predatory. She then said that I was isolating Kennedy by poisoning the other mom. That, I'm not sure I can even say is untrue. But I would want another mom to tell me. You can do what you want with the information, but if I had never met the stepdad and someone else felt as uncomfortable as I felt, I would want them to let me know. That's why I told her. Because we're all just trying to look out for our kids. But Kennedy's mom seemed more upset than angry, and I get that this is embarrassing for her. I also know I don't have any actual evidence that this man did anything. So now I feel like, maybe, I was out of line sharing my completely unfounded opinion with my friend. Am I? Do I owe the whole family an apology?